you talked yesterday about the focus this week can only be on Missouri and beating Missouri and just putting aside all the external factors. Just what have you seen from that focus this week?
I mean, the week just started for real, so it's like guys today coming out, with the right mindset, ready to go to work, ready to go 1-0, and just build on the things that we messed up on Saturday. It's a lot of small things that we just got to clean up. So I feel like as we get more prepared this week and guys actually lock in, I feel like we'll be able to put a 60-minute ball game together.
Is there a back to the wall mentality with you guys? Is there anything different now with 2 losses that you've noticed at all?
I mean, I would say it's always a back against the wall when you come to Alabama because you know that everybody's going to bring their best shot. So, I mean, it's just about focusing on us, going 1-0 and making sure that we're building the right practice habits so that on Saturday it'll show up in the game.
What's Coach DeBoer been like this week, and just what kind of message has he been giving to y'all since Saturday?
I mean, he's been awesome, just like making sure that our head is in the right space and, keeping us uplifted, Once you do take a L or 2 L's from Alabama, a lot of fans, you got a lot of people outside noise that just like to talk. So it's like just making sure that we keep the main thing and know that what our job is, and that's to go out and perform on Saturday.
How do you think everyone's responded to that?
I mean, I feel like we responded good. We had a great practice day, guys coming out, flying around. And I feel like that, we got to stack days now. Once we can go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then on Saturday, we'll be able to put a whole 60-minute ball game together.
How important is pass rush going to be this week? They've got a lot of weapons that can go deep. You guys got some inexperience now in the secondary. Just how big is it going to be that you apply that pressure?
I mean, it's always big, to apply pressure on the quarterback, no matter who we're playing. So I feel like just focusing in on what we have to do up front as well. It's not too much on worrying about the receivers that they have as a defensive lineman. I would focus on like the offensive lineman, just seeing the pass pro, what type of runs that they got, and things like that.
What have you seen from? I know it's still early in the week, but what have you seen from their offensive line and what they have up front?
They have a pretty good offensive line. They run a lot of outside zone stretch, so it's just making sure that we're setting the edges and filling the gaps up on the inside.
What's your perspective on Brady Cook leaving the game, going to the hospital, coming back last week, leading his team to victory?
Brady Cook?
Missouri's quarterback.
Oh, I haven't too much kept up with that.
Oh.
He went to the hospital in the middle of the game last week.
And came back?
Yeah.
Came back, led to a 4-quarter victory.
I like that's a dog. I like that. It's a dog.
Do you have questions?
You were on the 2020 team, right?
Right.
It's your 5th year, so you've seen what it takes to win a national championship.
I
Do you
have.
think this team, still with 2 losses, has what it takes to make the playoffs and compete for a national championship?
I mean, definitely. Like, we have the athletes, we have the ability. It's just locking in and making sure that everybody has that focus and keeping the main thing. Like I said, we come to college to play football and also get an education. So that should be the main focus. And I feel like once we lock in and keep the main thing, we'll be able to put it together a 60-minute ball game that the fans want to see.
What's the biggest thing that needs to change to get to that point to where you guys can lock in? Is there something you can put your finger on or anything like that?
I would just say consistency. Like, we show moments where we're a dominant team. We show moments where, like, we can't be messed with. So, I mean, it's just like making sure that we do that for the whole ball game. Sometimes we'll start off the first quarter or the first half on fire, and then we can't get it going in the second half. So it's like just making sure that, we can get it done in both halves and finish the ball game off the right way.
Where does that execution start on the D-line, and how do you want to contribute to that?
One more time.
Where does the execution for completing that 60-minute game start for your group, and how do you want to contribute to that?
I mean, it's just doing your job. Like, that's what Coach Roach is focused on. Like, you do your 111. Like, you got one job on the defense. Whatever that job is, just make sure you do it to your best ability. And I'm pretty sure that everybody else behind you will do their job, and, it can't too much other teams can do against us.
Do 2 more questions.
Can you talk about the sense of urgency the team has with 5 ball games left, knowing the margin of error is slim at this point?
Oh, I mean, the sense of urgency is definitely up now, knowing that, the chances of getting into the playoff are slim than they were early in the season. So it's like now just making sure that we're doing the right things throughout the week so that on Saturday, we can go out and perform, knowing that we only got 5 ball games left.
Anything else?
Do you kind of feel like you're already in the playoff right now?
I mean,
like in terms of like,
in terms
of that mentality, right? Like in terms of like, it's already the playoff because you can't lose.
Yeah, I mean, this just going 1-0. Like, we can't look too far ahead of us right now. We got Missouri this week, so I feel like we just need to keep that the main focus, and we'll take it week by week.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.